So I want to tell you a story about with one of my students. So I'm a reading specialist, so I work with all kids who, struggle with reading and have a hard time learning to read. And a few weeks ago, I had a student who I have not had before, so we don't know each other. And every day that the first week that I started to work with this student, every day she would come up to me at the end of our group time, and she would tell me, Mrs. Rex, this is why, I just want you to know, this is why I can't read well. And this student is 8 years old, so she's in second grade, and like I say, has a very, very, very hard time, just basically knows her letters and sounds, and that's about it. So she just every day was telling me, this. And on the last day I've been encouraging her, of course, and, I said, that's what I'm here for, is to help you, and we're going to work together. And she's a very hard worker, and she just has these big, beautiful eyes, and just a beautiful little girl. And so she, on the last day of that week, she came up to me again. All the other kids left, and she comes up and she says, and also, tells me this other reason why it's been hard for her to learn to read the last few years of school and everything. And I don't know, it's just like that day something hit me different, and I almost started to cry, when she was saying this to me, but I told her, I said, but that's why we don't give up. I said, when things get hard, we don't give up. And so, it was just like the Lord was, I was trying to encourage her, but at the same time, it's like those words just hit me too, and just reminded me that when things get hard, we don't give up, right? We don't give up. And sometimes things get really hard, but we don't give up. And in Proverbs 16:24, it says that kind words are like honey to the soul, that kind words are like honey, that they're sweet to the soul, and they're health to our body. And when you think about that, I think that's so powerful. And we have a choice every day. The people that we come in contact with, the people that we're around, are we using our words to bring sweetness, to bring that to their soul, to bring health to their body? Are we choosing our words to make them life-giving, or are our words bitter and sour? Because that's so powerful. And not just, I think, with how we're acting and speaking with each other, but also if our own words are that powerful, but also think about God's word and how powerful it is. And in Proverbs 4, it talks about how God's word is health. His words and his precepts and his law is health to our body too. So it's so powerful to think about our own words and also God's word. So are we choosing, and our words are going to be more in line with God's word. The way that we speak is going to be, a reflection of his words when we're spending time in his word first. So if we're feeling like our words are probably not that way to people around us, and to ourselves too, the way that we even, speak to ourselves and our thoughts and everything, then that could be a reflection of whose word are we listening to? Are we full of God's word, so that we know what his word says about us, and what his word says about our situation, the things that we're going through, so that we can then take that and use our own words to bring life to the people around us. So I just encourage you to think about your own words to people around you, to use them. We have such a choice, and it's so powerful that you're around the people you're around. I say this all the time. You're around the people you're around for a reason. It's not a mistake. So take that opportunity to use your words to build people up, and think about how other people's words, when, you were having a rough time, or, whatever, you could be hanging on by one last, thread, and someone said something to you that just catapulted you, or gave you that boost that you needed. And that's what we can do for each other, and that's what God's word does for us. So when we fill ourselves up with his word, then we can in turn, do that for other people too. So that's so powerful. So I encourage you all, I bless you all, and I just pray that you have a great day and use your words.